Hi, I'm Dottie Tronis, Volunteer Coordinator here at Shell Point, and I would like you to sit back and relax and watch the next segment we have on a very important program here at Shell Point, Morning Assurance. So today I'm at the apartment of Therese Van Groesbeck, and we are talking about the Morning Assurance program. And Therese, can you tell us a little bit about why you signed up for Morning Assurance and what it means to you?
Well, aside from my friends who wanted me to do this, a dear friend of mine passed away and she was not on Morning Assurance, so I realized it just struck me then how important it was.
It's nice to know that if something happens in the middle of the night that someone's going to check on you in the morning and you won't be alone and ill or anything like that. Also, it might be nice for grown children to know that mom or dad has someone that's going to give them a ring if they maybe can't call them every day, like some children might do.
Oh, yeah.
Great. So that's really nice. So, Therese, is this where your call light is?
Yes, this is the hallway. And in the morning before 9 o'clock, I come in, I turn down the heat, or the AC, because I always put it cooler at night to sleep. And then you push the black button and the red light goes off.
And that alerts the call center that you're okay and you won't be on the list to have a check.
No.
But if you didn't press that button, we know that somebody, a volunteer at the pavilion, would be calling you to see what was going on.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, I have done that. I had to run out real fast. I was away and I had come back, and they called because I forgot to get back into the groove of things, and they called definitely by 9:30. So you really do have to get your call, get this off by 9.
But they don't get upset with you if you forget.
Oh no, not
a friendly voice will
I
call
apologized
you.
over and over, and she
no.
said, "Don't, no, it's okay,
No,
it's okay. We're just glad you're okay."
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we're at the call center, and I'm with Mindy Zamuda, and Mindy is the coordinator here of the call center, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does and a little bit about Morning Assurance. Hi, Mindy.
Hi. Well, I work at the call center. We're known as the one call does it all. Our main duty is mostly work orders, but we also take care of emergency calls and also the Morning Assurance program.
So we know from being at the residence apartment that if they're registered to be on Morning Assurance, they will push a button in the morning to let you know or let your computer system know that they're all right. But tell us what happens if someone is on the Morning Assurance list and they don't push their button.
Yep. So if you're on the Morning Assurance program, between the hours of 5 a.m. and 9 a.m., they're to push their button in their unit. If they miss that check-in, at 9 a.m., the alarms will sound off here in the call center. Then we print out that the Morning Assurance paper, and then we fax it over to the pavilion, where they would call all the residents that missed their check-in.
Right. We're going to visit the pavilion, and we're going to see one of the volunteers over there when they get the paper from you and see what happens next in the Morning Assurance program. Now we're in the auxiliary room, and I'm joined by Mim Sargent, who is the chairperson of the Morning Assurance Committee. And Mim, thanks for joining us early this morning.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Great. So we've already visited the call center and we visited an apartment, and you are the last leg, so to speak, on the Morning Assurance train of information. And tell us a little bit about how the information gets to you and then what you do with it.
Okay. I come in, and the greeter at the greeter desk out front here in the pavilion gives me a list, and I take it and bring it down here.
And this is the list of people that did not push their buttons for the morning.
That's right.
That are on the Morning Assurance list.
Right.
So there's somebody that we want to check on.
Yes. And she has already marked anybody that might be in the pavilion, so we don't call them. There's no need to. And then I come here and do my calls.
Okay, all righty. So, and then after you do your calls, go ahead.
After I do the calls, I take the form back to her, and she will highlight all the ones that the security or the village nurse has to see.
Right. So if you call someone and you get their machine and you call them again and you still get their machine or you don't get an answer, then Shell Point Security, or on the weekend, the village nurse
Right.
actually goes to their apartment and checks and makes sure that they haven't
do.
had an accident.
Yes. Yes.
That's a wonderful service.
It is.
So we get the list from the call center, and then we make the calls.
Yeah.
And then when we get a machine or no answer, we make a second call just to make sure.
And on no answers.
No answers,
We make
okay.
call a second time. They might be out for a walk. They might be taking a shower.
Right.
Or some people don't answer their phone
Right.
on a machine.
Right.
And so we leave a message.
Gotcha.
They say this is a Shell Point Morning Assurance, and wait a minute to give them a chance to pick
up if they're screening their calls.
if they are.
Understood.
Otherwise, I
understood.
just say thank you to nobody and hang up.
Great. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope that our little piece on morning assurance educated some folks and showed you the process that is quite lengthy to make sure that people are safe every day. And if you have watched this and listened to our dear resident MIM Sergeant explain the morning assurance calls, and you would like to be on morning assurance, you could contact your case manager, or if you would like to volunteer to be a morning assurance caller, you can call me at 454-2290. And again, we thank MIM for her part as chairperson of the Morning Assurance Committee.